and they were eventually exposed. But Jabari, however, I could tell, at least in my mind, that he was not faking. He just as strong as he was a blood when he was a member, he was just as strong as he was just as dedicated to being a Muslim. You often saw Jabari walking around the yard with his Quran and speaking to brothers about changing their lives, but not in any soft way. He was always strong, direct, intelligent, articulate, and talked about how gangbanging was just self-destructive. And you always got the feeling that Jabari had the power, the aura, to change the world. And F-Bone is really just some uncouth thug, prone to Neanderthal type of behaviors, and apparently had a proclivity for bullying. And he thought that because Jabari was no longer a member and instead was now a religious individual, that he was somehow not a man or still not a gangster, but he's still a man. These things never leave you. You can hide him and try to bury him, but it is always there. That monster inside of you, that man inside of you. If you was once a gangster, a strong member, and you never folded, ever, stayed down, never snitched, could have snitched, didn't snitch, was in prison for decades for a crime he didn't even commit and could have been home long ago, but didn't even think, didn't even blink an eye about turning in his fellow comrades, his brethren. This is an individual who stayed down from day one. And yet, someone who's just come to prison decided that he was going to test his manhood because he was no longer a member. So Jabari told him, I pray. I'm serious about my religion, brother. And I pray every day, 5 times a day. I've been praying right here in this cell. No one has had a problem with it. Now, I believe in respect and keeping the peace. And so I'll do what I can to lower the tone if it's bothering you. Okay, fine. But just a couple of days later, he confronted Jabari again, saying that he had not lowered his tone